Okay, with me is Alex Garada, and thank you for joining us here on Around Town in your own property, but it's good to see you, and thank you for being a part of Around Town. Now, you have a special project that you did, and you're going to talk about it in a few minutes. You're going to give us a little bit of a tour, but in your own words, what is the project about?
My Eagle Scout project is about a Windham luggage cart that I was basically piece by piece assembling back together to make into what is right here today.
Very good. And how long have you been in the Scouts?
I've been in the Scouts for quite a while now. I started since Cub Scouts, so that would make it say I've been in Scouts for eight, maybe 9 years now.
Yeah. And talk about the group that you're in, the troop.
I'm in Troop 266 and of Windham, New Hampshire, and that is a really good troop, as well as the sister troop, Troop 263.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And I see you have a bunch of badges on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about some of them.
All of these down here, the silver badges, these are my Eagle Scout required merit badges that I had to get to become an Eagle Scout or go through the Eagle Scout application process. And the other badges right here that are in green, these are not required for Eagle Scout merit badge, but they're still merit badges that you could get.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. And you've lived in Windham for all your life?
Yeah, all my life.
Great.
About 16
What
years.
brought up the idea of this?
Well, my original idea was to create workout stations along the Windham Rail Trail, such as like pull-up bars or like a section where people could do stretches and like signs where they could say stretches.
Right, I get you. Right.
Yeah, but the Windham Rail Trail Alliance didn't really like that idea, but they proposed that I do this idea, which was try and find the pieces for this luggage cart and reassemble it. And I managed to successfully find it at a Scouts house, which they happily donated all the pieces to me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, and I took it all home to originally my Uncle Mac's garage, but he had some issues with it, so we moved it all to my garage, where I constructed a workbench to help me assemble all of this.
Right on.
Yeah.
Very good. And now this is going on to the rail trail, along with, I noticed you have there's a caboose over there. Did you have anything to do with that one, by the way?
The caboose, no.
Okay.
It was only this thing.
Will it go right next to it, type of thing?
We don't know for sure. I will have to talk with Mr. Samsel, who is basically my go-to guy for the Windham Rail Trail Alliance. But I'm pretty sure it might go next to it.
How will you get it there?
Mr. Samsel said he has a trailer for it, so yeah, pretty confident we'll be able to drive it right over there. Here, in these. I'll lift this up right here.
Okay. Is it the paint maybe that's sticking?
Yeah. Here we have Morrison tenon joints.
Okay.
All of these holes right here I had to hand cut with hammer and chisel. And like I was just hammering and chiseling right here to get these perfect squares. Now back in the 1800s they would have hand cut this no problem, but with me I had to use like a little bit more skill and like a sander to get the job done. Now we used mostly metal pieces on this. So this is the original bumper with a coat of green paint on it. All of this wood was painted as well, but this is not the original wood. It's all oak wood. The original wood is actually pine. So the wheels, however, were all intact. All we had to do was just put the wheels on and drop it through the slot that we made. However, we had to get 2 center pins here so that they're inside the wood right now.
Okay, gotcha.
But we had to get 2 new center pins so this whole thing was stable. However, this metal piece right here, this turnbuckle, keeps this whole thing together because it wraps around this center bar, which helps keeps it stable.
They have anything about the time date on them?
As well as these 2 metal pieces right here, which also keep the back wheels on
So how about Greg?
and acts as a suspension.
So how did you learn about what you had to do to reconstruct this?
We actually used a bunch of online sites and pictures that show people reconstructing this car.
Yeah.
We actually got the idea to put the wheels, to turn the whole frame of this upside down to put the wheels on, but we thought better and used sawhorses instead. Just hold the frame up and roll the wheels under and then put them on.
Very good, good idea.
So let me move to the handle.
Yep.
This handle is so perfectly constructed. I'm saying like the people who constructed this original handle back in the 1800s, that when you pull it all the way back here, it doesn't go fully up. It has enough to fit your hand right under, so it doesn't brush right against the steering mechanism right here.
Very good.
Yeah. Now this is obviously not the original wood for the handle, and also the metal piece down here is also pretty different. We had to cut out actually a friend I still know, helped me take out this wood, put in a new piece of wood, and help me sand down and align the edges along this wood, as well as put on metal pieces right here and down here. Well, he mostly did the metal pieces part. Yeah. These gates right here are totally detachable, like you just saw back there.
Right.
I was able to lift them out and take them out, so they're totally detachable, just like they wanted them back in the 1800s, or like designed them like that, so they could be like, you know, very like robust, if you might say.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent.
And here we have a step. There's one on one side here and another here, where you could just step up and they could just load luggage here like they used to back then, or just stand on it like this.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Very good.
And lastly, we have a plaque here saying that this is an Eagle Scout project done by me, and it's stored for the Windham Rail Trail, and it's actually a BNF Freight Wagon that was donated by George Freight.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.